Alright, we're gonna do a few matches in ranked with this Icaria blue deck. It's just a variation of some of the Icaria blue decks you've probably seen. I'm not gonna go too much into the detail. The base deck is kind of similar across the board, and then I've added some different things for my build. So let's try it out for, I don't know, 3 to 5 games and see how it works. It's been performing. It's been winning about 65% of the games I've been playing with it so far. Let's see if that translates to our video. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a lot of time in the queue. My wait time has been a lot higher lately. Maybe everyone's drafting or no one's playing right now until the new cards come out in a few days. I'm not sure. We'll keep this, and we're on the play as well. All right. Yeah, we already have 2 primal sigils for our Wisdom of the Elders. Besides that, we're pretty slow, but we do have Lightning Storm in case we're playing Rushdown. We're not playing Felon. Or maybe Felon Scar, who knows. I absolutely hate facing that card. And I don't think we have any real ways of dealing with it in this deck outside of playing an actual flyer. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw a card here. Not what we wanted, but that's good because I did want another green. The chances are we're going to be taken 2. And we'll just draw 2 more cards end of turn. And I'm going to lead off with the Throne Warden. If he's going to be attacking for 4, I want to get Clock out there. And also, when I play this, it'll have more armor. If he doesn't attack for 4. If he does attack for 4, I might still play this. Just so I can get a lot more damage in. And then it dies, it's not a big deal. Because now that this has gone up to 8, the race is a lot different than it was before. Let's draw a card. Okay, so I don't have enough green for this. I do need to draw green for that. And the best way to kind of try to make that happen is to not play this turn, play this end of turn and try to draw it, but I'm going to make this more of a race with what I have. So if he swings for 8, he will kill this. I can obliterate on my turn if I don't draw this, the land for this. Okay, that works. So that was his turn. He got rid of the Aegis from this and got rid of my weapon. I'm going to draw my cards here. I didn't get my green. This was a play mistake. I meant to play this. I just dragged the wrong card. Which is pretty unfortunate because this, even though it might die, at least he'd have to kill it before he can attack me, and if he couldn't kill it, it would be a good blocker. So I'm kind of bummed I did that. Okay, so he'd have killed this regardless. I'm still not happy about it. I think our opponent right now is playing around Torch. That would be my guess. Fortunately for them, we're going to be attacking for 10. We have Obliterate in hand, which is GG. If he tries to attack with that creature, I have no problem blocking it with Icaria. Because this is also lethal. And he currently only has 2 mana open. So you could probably kill this, and if that's it, then... Alright, so I don't think he has anything. Just swing for 4. Alright, so game 1 worked out in our favor. Interesting note, you can drop in master rank even if you haven't been playing. I dropped from 178 to about 250, not playing for a couple days, and then I dropped from 400 to about 500 without not playing as well. See, this last month, I never had to wait this long. I feel like I never had to wait this long, or even earlier this month. The time in the queue was just not this long. This is a really slow hand. But I always take risks with this stuff, so let's do it. So I already know what I'm facing. It's a whole killer deck. They give stuff like this, and the 4/1 killer, or the 0/1 as well, and they keep recurring stuff from the graveyard. So right now we need to draw green land. That would be good. But this doesn't have us on any kind of clock, so the clock's coming shortly. Yeah, there we go. So now when this dies or anything else dies, they start getting a bit bigger. Fortunately, this cannot kill this, so there's no point even going for that. Just draw 2 cards, end of his turn. Green is what I need. I'm gonna pass it back. Don't really have any good plays there. This can't kill this, and anything else I kill, it's just gonna get bigger when it hits his graveyard. So we're gonna start by silencing this, and this is probably gonna die. But next turn we're gonna harsh rule. No blocks. Pass it back to him. One of these is coming back. Most likely the 6/6. Okay. I guess he didn't have it. Alright, let's take this opportunity to get some damage in. I feel like that was my best play there. Right now I can play Throne Warden, which will give us more armor. And we can attack for 8, or at least attempt to. So he can still kill this with Killer plus Deadly. Like that. But that's okay. It did its job. And if he's going to take 8 more here, I'm very okay with it. Let's just put this down. It's more of a clock. Alright, that one wasn't too bad. 2-0. Maybe we can get 5 games in after all. Let's see how fast this next game goes. I think the estimated wait time was 22 seconds last game. And we got in at 30 something. This might be this might just be 3 games. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna redraw this. It's one of those moments where you wish you'd have just kept the hand you had. And we might be facing Ricano. You got it. Who knows? Maybe they'll kill us really quick, and we can throw another game in. Yep. Not the color I wanted, but it's a land. I'll see how this turn and the next one go before I concede. We haven't lost yet, but it's pretty close. We need a bunch of stuff, Greenland being a big one. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to concede here. I can't beat that board. Not with what I have and just 3 mana. So we were 2-1. We can definitely play another game. That was a very quick loss. I think I should pause this till we get a match. Alright. Redraw. Missing green, but definitely better than the hand before. Not completely sure what we're facing yet. If it's a echo deck or just a regular beatdown deck. But if he's not doing anything, I'm going to be at 5 mana next turn. I think it's right to get Staff of Stories. I already have Icaria in hand. I can't cast it anyways. But if the board state remains the same, I can cast this pretty safely. Okay. So it's probably the Echo build. Without Crown of Possibilities out, there's no way for him to have charge to kill anything, to kill this with anything, so I think it'll be pretty safe versus these colors right now. You got it. I guess I gotta pass a turn back. No blocks. Now the question is, do I draw 2 cards end of his turn, or do I search for a land specifically end of his turn? I think the right answer is to just draw 2 cards. If I'm going to search for something, it'd probably be Harsh Rule, and that's if his board was a bit bigger. Okay, so Crown is in. Alright, we got the land. This way too, we can probably search for the second Icaria when this dies. Because another Carnosaur just wrecks this. No blocks. Let's start by doing this before we attack. I sense shenanigans. So our opponent can hide a card here. Yeah, easy. That goes away. And I attack for 5. Now with all that happening, I think it's right to block here. If he attacks with the 6/6, I think it's right to block. Block and do 4 damage, I think, is the right play. Can I go to 10? Going to 10 is greedy. Yeah, I'm going to block. I think going to 10 is a little bit greedy. If he somehow has backlash there, though, I'd just take the 6. I'm not going to chump block knowingly with Icaria. Okay, so let's attempt to kill this. And we still have 6 mana up for this. Looks like he might have another ambush creature in hand. Or a spell. Okay. What are you putting back on top? Alright, fair enough. So I have nothing out for that to hit with killer currently. That being said, it's still a 6/6. I think he figures I'm going to go for another Icaria. Alright, so Icaria hit that, it would seem. Let's grab this. Screw it. It's a 14/14. He'll need something else because killer on his 6/6 just doesn't do it. It's also a lethal attacker. Doesn't have Aegis or Warcry 5 or any of the other stuff Icaria has, but it's just really big right now and he needs to return to my hand or turn to something else. Or have a wasp in hand. That works too. That works very well. With that happening, it definitely looks like Icaria was the right play, but she'd have swung once and died. Oh, this has ambush? Wow, that's actually pretty relevant. I think we're going to lose this one. Did not know this had ambush now. We need harsh rule. Alright, just like that, we went from feeling good to losing that game. So we're 2-2. This video's getting a little long, but let's squeeze one more game in here. I'll start it once the game starts up. Okay. Our game just started. This is a keep for me. Uncle Lucky. Is thinking very hard about whether or not they should keep their hand. Okay, here we go. Obviously, we need some lands here. At least one more green would be good for starters. And we got a green. Nice. And that one's actually perfect because we got green and red from that one. So we already have enough red for Icaria. Okay. I know exactly what I'm facing. Fourth this guy obviously, and then the 6 mana spell that makes 4 Yetis. That when they do damage, you draw a card. Combos very nicely with this guy. Also combos very nicely with a, I believe it's a 5 mana. I believe it's a 5 mana red creature that says when it comes into play, each one of your creatures does 1 damage to the opponent. And that also triggers those cards as well. I think that's what I'm facing. Actually lost to that a few days ago. I think I took 10 and then 11 or 9 and then 10, something like that. I actually didn't feel bad losing that way. It was different. Hadn't seen it before. Gonna start with Throne Warden. It'll stop him from attacking and also get that armor down before I try to play the staff. Okay. That is most of your turn. He did get rid of 2 of my armor, however, which is pretty good. Two mana open. I wanted to see if he was going to overextend or not. He didn't. So no Lightning Storm for me. I will attack this, however. Keep in mind, I might end up losing staff. 5 armor, and I'm facing red-blue. I could very well lose it, but you know what? The less cards in his hand, the better I feel. Let's put it that way. Alright, so I got 1 trigger off this. Still missing that 3rd green. However, I put out another 4/4 with Aegis, and I got some more armor here, so that feels pretty good. Opponent has 6 cards in hand. It is noticeable though that they're only at 1 red. So might be holding them back. I'm gonna attack for 2 with this. I completely forgot to attack with it last turn, which is just bad. I'll drop Icaria and swing for 9 more. Pass it back. So they can get rid of staff with Obliterate if they have a red. If they don't play anything here, though, it's going to be a very hard game to come back into. Okay, that's fine, but what else do you have? See, the beauty of this card, well, one of the many beauties of this card is with Endurance, you cannot stun. You cannot stun Icaria. Okay, I think it's right to just get rid of this. Because if we can end the game this turn, we should end the game this turn. Not wait another turn for our opponent to get better draws. Okay, so we ended up going out 3-2. The deck's fun. You can lose to Jito Queen and stuff like that. If you don't draw your lightning strikes early game, it makes it a lot harder. And a few control decks can be pretty rough as well. But honestly, the deck's fun. Icaria is fun, and you gotta play a certain way to build up to her. So if you have the cards, I'd recommend giving it a try. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and if you have any questions, let me know.